What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So today I'm actually gonna be doing a review on a pair of headphones. Go figure. But yeah, so the headphones that I'm using right now currently are the NTH-100s from Rode. These are actually the only pair of headphones that Rode makes at the moment. I kind of got them on a whim. I was using the Audio-Technica ATH SMR7Bs. I actually did a review on those, and I'll leave a iCard up there. I can't remember which corner it's in. I think it's this one. But I was using those for a while. They were starting to show their wear, so I wanted to look for something different. Saw these, went to pick them up, and here we are. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about a few key points, good and bad, that kind of got over the last few months that I've been using them. First key point is comfort. So with comfort, there's a few things that I look for. So like clamp force, materials, ear cups, things like that. So the clamp force is good. It's tight, but for someone with glasses, it can be a little much after a few hours. But I mean, still, that's a few hours. The ear cups themselves are actually made out of Alcantara. Alcantara is a very durable, soft material. They actually use it on the Surface keyboards so they don't wear out over time with your palms rubbing up against them. The material itself is super soft and durable, so it's not gonna rub you raw. It's not going to become sticky like pleather or the leather ear cups. And another cool thing is they actually have a cooling gel built into the actual padding itself, which the padding is really soft. And now that I think about it, I actually haven't sweated in those, and I've worn those things for like 6 hours at a time playing Destiny. So the ear cups are actually really nice. Now, as far as the size of the ear cups, that's one big complaint I have, is the size of them is a little too small for my giant ears. And plus I wear earrings, so that can kind of push up against the bottom of them. I wish they would have made them a little bit bigger, but I mean, I end up just kind of tucking my ears inside the cups and they fit. So I mean, a little bit bigger ear cups would have been nice, but hey, what can you do? I mean, so overall, it's like a 8 out of 10 on comfort. Not too terrible, but could have done better. All right, and the next key point I'm going to talk about are the Earcup Locks. So these things are actually really neat. It's kind of an innovation that I haven't seen on another pair of headphones. So with the Earcup Locks, they kind of lock them in place so they can't move. So if you are kind of aggressive with putting your headphones on, like you're just ready to get into the game or you're just ready to get in the studio, you slam those things on, it can adjust the ear cups in a place that you're not used to. So having these locks is actually really nice. They're definitely tight. Now, one little complaint I have is if you do pull a little hard, they do adjust the tad. Now, it may not be enough that you notice, but it's definitely annoying if you do it. I haven't done it yet, but I was like pulling on, just testing it out, and it can be moved. It's definitely really nice, so you can just throw them on, get right to work. You don't have to worry about the position that they're in. The third point I'm going to talk about is build quality. So build quality is definitely important if you're going to try and keep them for a long time. Like me, I use those Audio-Technicas for 3 years. And I mean, I use them every single day, multiple times a day. And so that was a huge factor in me choosing these. They have a steel headband. Of course, that Alcantara, very durable material. The plastics are not cheap feeling plastics. Like the Turtle Beach type things that are just feel cheap. They creak and crack and that kind of stuff. I mean, they make no sound other than the sound of the plastic smacking each other when you twist the ear cups. But yeah, I mean, super good build quality. I am very impressed and very happy with it. The fourth point is the wire. Now, the wire on these are actually really cool. Now, each ear cup has a hole to put the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack into, and they lock in place. So you can put it in there and then twist and it doesn't come out. I mean, you can sit there and yank on these things and it doesn't come out. I really like that because since I use wired, because I hate wireless headphones, battery, all that good stuff. But if I accidentally tug on the wire a little hard, like with my knee or something, or my chair grabs the cord and pulls, it doesn't yank it out of the freaking headset. It just yanks the headset off. But yeah, it's a really neat feature that not a lot of headphones do. I think on my Audio-Technicas that I had, they use the special kind of cable that if you accidentally pull, it just yanks them out. It's kind of like a 3.5. So I mean, it's really neat that they put that locking mechanism in there. And another really cool thing about that locking mechanism is on the little plastic piece itself, there's a colored band that's swappable. So if you have multiple different pairs, like you're a podcaster and you have 3-4 people in there, you don't forget whose headphone is who. So pretty neat that you can customize that to fit. Like, see, I have the pink one on there and it's because it's part of my color. But yeah, I think that's a really neat little touch that they put in there. And then last but not least, key point number 5, sound quality. That is the utmost important to me. I love good sound quality headphones. And I definitely did a lot of research. I'm actually going to leave a bunch of links down below so you can learn each individual part about these headphones, because I'm going to put a list of all the specs that these headphones have, kind of like I did for the Audio Technicas, so you can go and learn about each individual thing and what they do. Because, I mean, going and talking about each and individual spec would take me forever. So I'm definitely going to give you some resources so you can educate yourself. So as far as like the sound quality goes, I don't like a lot of bass in my headphones. Too much bass can mud out the sound. And when you're editing or you're gaming, you don't want to mud out the footsteps when there's an explosion, or if there's some music playing, you don't want to mud out the words to the sound, or if you're editing a video, you don't want to lose the conversation because of the background noise. So too much bass can be a really bad thing. Now, one thing I really was happy with was the mids. Now, like my voice or most male voices are going to be mid to lows. Most female voices or higher end voices are going to be, of course, mid to highs. And so those mids are really well balanced. This is a neutral headphone, so they like kind of made everything flat. And using a good EQ is what I always recommend when it comes to adjusting your sound. So good mids in these, there is a little bit too much high. So using that EQ, I did have to pull those back just a tad. But other than that, I was happy with it. So definitely whenever it comes to sound quality, these guys are piece de resistance. But yeah, overall, when it comes to sound quality, I was really impressed. And I love them. They do a really good job. So my conclusion, would I recommend these headphones? Of course, definitely. If you want a good, well-rounded pair of headphones that are good for all scenarios, yes, 100% go grab these headphones. You're going to be happy. Now, of course, if you're super nitpicky, you might not like these. You might want to do a little bit more research, spend a little bit more money. These are only $150. I was really happy with the price and the quality and price to performance. So yeah, overall, I give them a 9 out of 10. I really like these headphones. No complaints other than the few that I've had here. So yeah, I really enjoy them. And like I said before, I'm going to leave a whole bunch of links down below so you guys can go learn, go buy them, go check out other things, other products, things like that. But yeah, until next time though, love y'all. Stay blessed. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the next video. As you fade away, as you fade away.